Hey guys! So the first thing you're going to ask me is what happened and why does it look different? And that is because I have moved. I moved in with my boyfriend this past week, and that's why I haven't been on in about a month. So things have been really chaotic and hectic, and just with everything going on and with Christmas and the holidays being thrown in there, it was just a hot mess. So I took like a month-long break from filming, and I was going to film something before I moved and I forgot to. So it's just been an utter chaotic mess. Right now, this is the only room that hasn't been completely demolished by my boxes of moving in. And so I figured I would set the camera up in here, which is my boyfriend's computer room, and I would film a little bit in here and talk to you guys about what's going on and how things are and what's happening. So yeah, there we go. As many of you probably are aware if you've watched my previous videos, I did mention that I do not currently have a job, which is great fun. You know how you get those jobs that you can't work in anymore? That was my last job, and well, I should say the job before. I worked for 2 years with juvenile delinquents and sex offender boys and boys youth from the ages of 11 to 21. And it was a rewarding job. It was also a very highly stressful job, and it just got to be too much for me. I couldn't do it anymore. And I was on third shift, and the compilation of the schedule changes and everything else just got to the point where I couldn't work that job anymore, so I quit. I thought I had a great job lined up. I went there, and for the first week and a half, 2 weeks, it was just utter hell. There was a lot of total not what my job was that they wanted me to start doing. I was hired in as a receptionist, and then they expected me to do sales. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I asked for. And when I said that, they were like, well, you have to be adaptable. And I'm like, I'm fine being adaptable, but now you want me in a sales position, which is not what I said. I actually said in my interview, no sales. So I was very disappointed. And on top of that, I had to deal with a lot of bullshit type harassment. So I said enough is enough. I can't do this anymore, and I quit. It was not the wisest move looking back on that, but I think it was the healthiest move for me. So fortunately, I have a wonderful boyfriend who is helping me out, and we discussed me moving in with him in the summer, and we decided that the best way for him to help me financially and, emotionally and help me find a job up this direction, because like I said, I had planned to come here in the summer anyway, so it was just the best for us to move in now. So Chloe now has her own room, and she is really excited. She is finishing out the school year with my mom because she's living with my mom until the end of the year. I didn't want to pull her mid-school year and have her shift changes in the school year. Not to mention the school down there, she's in middle school down there, but her grade up here is elementary. So I would rather have her shift from middle school to middle school, and she'll be doing that next year when she comes up here permanently. So she's just finishing out the year with my mom, which she's fine with. So we get her on the weekends, and she hasn't actually been up here yet. We just moved this last week. This past weekend was the first weekend we could get her, and she wanted to have a sleepover with her cousin, so we just let her do that instead. But yeah, I mean, it's been really kind of chaotic and insane, and I'm so ready for things to just relax a little. There are a lot more opportunities for jobs up here, so I've been applying my butt off online, and then I'm going to go and apply a bunch of retail stuff because I need a job. So, I mean, I don't like retail. It's not my ideal cup of tea, but I think I'd rather work retail and be happy about where I work and get paid minimal than work in an office setting, get paid a really much better amount, a couple bucks more, and get benefits and stuff and be miserable. So I'm just debating a lot right now. I'm thinking about going back to school, and I'm waiting on my tax return money so I can figure out how much is allotted to where and if school is a possibility this year. So I don't know if it will be or not, but I'm gonna try. And yeah, it's just kind of trying to get everything back to rolling. And then on top of all of this going on, I injured my knee while we were moving, and the second to last load, right before we got the U-Haul truck, I hurt my knee. I twisted it or something. I don't know. I don't have a medical right now, so I'm not going to a doctor, whatever. I know a strain or sprain when I feel one. I get them in my ankles all the time. Just being in my knee was a little bit different for me, so I know what it is, and I know the treatment for it. I know the physical therapy for it, so I'm just going to sit this one out unless it gets worse, and if it gets worse, I'll go and find a doctor, but in the meantime, I'm just kind of waiting it out, and that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, is waiting it out, and it's very frustrating, and I'm waiting out job interviews, I'm waiting out job offers, I'm waiting out, you know, everything, so it's just a lot of waiting, and fortunately Nathan has been amazing and has been very supportive and hasn't like freaked out about us moving in or about me not working immediately, so he's, you know, definitely encouraging and supportive and what a boyfriend should be. So I hope I am half the girlfriend he is a boyfriend to me. So if that makes any sense. I think it does. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update and let you know where I was and what was going on. I will be attempting a few different areas for filming, seeing what works best sound and light wise. I doubt it will be in this room because this is his computer room, and A, it's very echoey in here, which I'm sure you've noticed, and B, he's in here the majority of the time, so I don't want to encroach on his space. This is kind of just his room. So I might end up trying out a few different places. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be interesting and fun. I also broke my tripod, so right now it's sitting on top of the printer, and that is the only angle I can get right now. I know Nathan has a tripod somewhere. I thought it was in here. That's why I came in here originally, but I can't find it. So I will try to find the other tripod and be able to move around the camera, but you know, we'll see. I have nothing in the way of unboxings coming up right now. I will probably start up a subscription when I get my tax return, because I'm greedy and I like them. So, but there is not a whole lot. I might do some, you know, recipe hauls type things, like what I got at the grocery store, what I plan on making with it, what I made with it, etc. We are trying to eat healthier this, you know, now that we're living together, we have the ability to do so. We're going to try to eat healthier. So that would be a nice change. And hopefully Chloe will be on board with it because she's the pickiest eater on the planet. So we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. And that's really about it. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous week, and I will talk to you all soon, hopefully. Mwah! Bye!